audio is not hot yet. Audio is hot. Go for it.
Audio is hot and so am I. Welcome to Game Master Monday Live. I've brought a weird energy to the session as we speak. Hi everyone. I am your usual Game Master, Grant Nordine, but today we're doing things a little bit differently. Everyone give a chat applause to our special guest GM, Leah from Slay the Stars. I better see hands in the chat. I am going to hold it all against you. Hi Leah.
Hi. Thanks for
Welcome
having
aboard.
me.
Thank you for having us. And all as always is our Twitch maestro, our tech wizard, our diversity hire, Jenny.
The diversity hire. Excuse you. I am the diversity pillar. I am holding this shit up.
I was like, what is the weirdest thing I could call you? And there it was. I'm just thinking about unions and strikes and stuff. Anyway,
That's
we're,
it.
we're, we're
I'm unionizing. I'm unionizing Game Master Monday. It'll be
no
half the
no
company.
no. I can't pay you. Hi, everybody. This is the energy that you come to expect from us, I'm sure. Today, Leah is going to be guiding two blind cats through a game of Oh Dang, Bigfoot Stole My Car with my friend's birthday present inside. I did that all in one breath. This is a Lasers and Feelings hack, so I'll give a brief rundown of the rules so Leah doesn't have to. Essentially, Jenny and I are playing, well, two people whose car supposedly was stolen, and there's a birthday party we gotta go to. We have two stats unified by one number. Jenny is going to be playing a character, so I will be. My number is 2.
My number
and
is
Jenny's
5.
We're on opposite ends of the spectrum. For any reason in this point of the game, we'll roll the d6 to see what happens. Leah will tell us what to do. Our two stats are patient and reckless tonight, and I have a really good feeling about which one's gonna be abused.
That
So
is a fact.
I'm just going to shut my dang mouth, and I'm going to pass this precious baby of a stream over to our game master. Leah, let us have it.
All right. So, the scenario that we are starting with. Y'all are two little old ladies who are getting ready for a birthday party. Now,
Hooray.
this is not just any birthday party because you all are residents of the Evanescent Acres Retirement Home and Idyllic Rehab, which you all lovingly call ear hair. Now,
Here we
today's a
go.
special day because you all are going on an outing to everybody's favorite restaurant, TGI Thursdays, because it is a very special resident's birthday. Yes, little old Mary, the granny of grannies, is turning 100, and it is her birthday extravaganza. Y'all are piling into the minivan to be taken there, and you're bringing your presents. Are you guys keeping your presents secret, or are you going to tell everybody what you're bringing?
Mine's in this box. And I love this box. It was a box that my granddaughter had given me when I turned 87 years old, and I haven't forgotten about it. But I like this box a whole awful lot because it has pictures of the Angry Birds on it.
Perfect. And Jenny, you're playing Mantha Crowley. Tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Mantha Crowley, short for Mantha Ray. Back in my day, computers used to weigh 500 pounds, and you had to use a typewriter, and also the computer was called a typewriter. You had to do all the math in your head. Now we've got these iPods and Pear phones and Giggle watches, and they're easy to use, but they just don't beat old good-fashioned buttons and fingers and clicking and stuff.
Holy shit.
Perfect.
I'm not going to survive this stream.
And
You're gonna kill Grant.
are you so? Tell me a little about your relationship to Grant's character, Jezebel. Are you friends?
I
roommates?
fucking hate her guts.
Perfect.
We share a room together, And it was the worst decision that the Ear Hair Center could have ever done because all we do is fight.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Hello.
Yes, Jezebel Jones. Tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, so Jezebel Jones is sitting towards the back of the bus. She has a black paper bag with some tissue paper haphazardly stuffed in it. And what my present is, well, it's something secret and special for Mary when we get there. Jezebel is not wearing a bra or panties. She has shorts that are uncomfortably short for everyone, and a tank top of a band from the 70s. Today she is rocking her heart tank top because she figured, well, I'm going out for a fancy restaurant, so I may as well wear the shirt of the band that sang the Barracuda song. She has dyed pink hair, and yeah, does not get along with Mantha. We are kind of in an odd couple situation. She's very neat and tidy and uptight and has good grandchildren or whatever who come to visit all the time, and I couldn't be bothered the whole getting married or having kids thing. I was on rock stars tour buses, on their vans, backstage at Coachella, just whatever, you know? I've done a lot of drugs.
I feel like our old lady voices are very similar, but
Well, we are
different
related.
enough. Huh?
We are related and have a lot of the same cultural touchstones in
That's a
our
damn
life.
shame.
All right. So for today, accompanying you on this trip are two young 20-somethings named Danny and Laura. They are volunteers with the activities department, and they do this to offset the care of their Pappy Donald. He is a grumpy old man who's only included on the trip because, they're going. You don't like him. He's a little cute though, eligible bachelor and all that. There are also three other ladies with you. One is Mary, obviously, and the other two are Dolores and Edna. And if there is anybody that the two of you dislike more than each other, it's these two. They're the mean girls of the Evanescent Acres Retirement Home and Idyllic Rehab. They just do it all. They wear the pink. They even have like a burn book style thing, but it's really just because they forget why they hate other people, so they have to write it down to read it the next day to remember.
Fucking
Um,
Edna.
Fucking Edna.
Yeah, but they're always like perfectly coiffed and they wear like pearls and stuff. They're the
Yeah.
worst. So, you two are kind of stuck together in your hatred for them.
Sure. So I'm assuming that I'm sitting next to Mantha on the bus, and
Much
I
to
just
each
go,
other's chagrin, yes.
you know, we're going out of the home today.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny if, like, Edna didn't come back, you know?
That I can agree with you on.
Right? All you have to really do. I did this once to Jimi Hendrix. You just lock her in the bathroom, and then you leave, and then she has to start a whole new life.
That's what happened to Hendrix. And it
No.
makes so much sense.
No, it's not. It's it's one thing that happened to him, and it was my fault. It was supposed to be a prank.
Huh?
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 Edna hollers over to you. Did you all say something over there?
Fuck off!
Not to you.
Mary's like,
high five her.
Mary's like, oh, come on now, everybody. Just try to be kind to each other. It is my birthday.
It is
After
her
all.
birthday.
You're right.
We should
Sorry,
try to
Mary.
at least be cordial.
Love you.
Love you too.
I turned to Mantha and goes, it's crazy that we all live together. She's 25 years older than me. She could legally rent a car when I was born, and now we live in the same nursing home. It's weird. Age is fake.
Well, Thursdays is not that far from the retirement home, so you all pull up and you are slowly unloaded from the van. We've got walkers and canes and getting people. It takes a while. But Dan says like, "Oh, I have to go. I'm gonna go across the street and pick up the cake. Laura, can you guys just head in and get the table?" And Laura's like, yeah, totally. Like, let's go, everybody." And you are led into the restaurant
Thank
where
you,
they put
Donnie. Thank you, Lily.
Yeah, thank you, Donnie and Maria.
Laura's just like, okay, whatever. Let's go. And you're brought into the restaurant. They reserved a table so you don't have to wait. But they put you in one of those corner booth situations.
Hmm.
So again, like getting to scoot around this table is difficult.
Just
And
like, eh,
yeah.
Oh, fuck
eh.
my hips.
We should have gotten last.
um But eventually, the waitress comes over and she's like, "Hi, my name is Lacey, and I'll be taking care of you today. Would you like to try our signature crackling chicken and cheese? We also are featuring our Thirsty Thursdays tequila slammer."
I'll have 8 of those.
She glances around the table, and Laura's not really paying attention, so she just looks at you and is like, "Okay,
Yeah.
8 of them."
You need at least 8 to get going, honestly. With all I like grab the waitress's hand, like this way, like a clear violation of personal space, and I'm like, back in 1987.
And she's
I
like, Wait, these are all for you? All 8 are for..."
well, yeah, if you spend like one weekend with Meatloaf, your tolerance is just through the roof.
Meatloaf.
"Oh, bring you one to start, and then I'll refill it. Oh, I
Oh,
can't
okay,
serve you."
okay. I like wink
Uh,
at her. It's awkward.
oh, okay. And she keeps looking over at Laura for help, and Laura's not paying attention. She's on her phone playing like some Merge Dragons game or whatever. Um,
I'm playing Raid Shadow Legends.
Finally.
yeah.
This stream is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, but God, we wish we were.
But listen, Raid, I'm here. I'll tell it like that.
Jezebel, are you also getting a tequila slammer?
I'll just have a glass of water, please.
Oh, but at least put something in the water. I could slip you a Valium.
Could I also get a straw? That's something.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, definitely a straw. I can get you a straw. And Mary speaks up and she's like, "I would like to have one of the tequila slammers, please. That sounds lovely."
Oh no,
That's
peer
my
pressure,
girl.
peer pressure.
That's my girl.
Edna and Dolores are like black coffee, like they're kind of
It's fucking
Right.
Dolores.
Maybe they're hungover.
All right. So the waitress heads off to start getting the drinks, and you all can see out the window into the parking lot as you're there, and you see the van coming back. And Danny is getting out of the car. You notice that he leaves the front door, the driver's side door, open a little bit as he circles around the car to get the cake, presumably off the passenger side door, and bring it in. And he comes in, and there's like a little table that's been set up next, and he puts the little box there and opens it, and you can see it's this really nice white and green cake with these piped purple and blue butterflies on it, and says, "Happy 100th birthday, Mary," and everybody's like oohing and ahhing over the cake.
Aw, how cool.
That's really pretty, actually. I could admire that.
Yeah. And Laura's like, okay, we'll bring the presents in after we get all the food off the table. That way there's not like, we don't make a mess, and there's room for it all, okay?
I left my present in the van. Were we
No,
supposed to
that's
do
fine.
that?
Yeah, it's too hard for you, for anybody, not just you. We couldn't carry them all. We'll get them after we eat.
Okay.
I
Okay.
could have carried it. I'm capable. I'm only 75.
Okay.
Fucking whippersnapper, I'm
she's like,
82 years
okay.
old.
She's
It's
like,
not-
yeah. What were you saying, Grant?
Oh, I was gonna riff more, and then I was like, you know what? Let's actually play the game.
So as you're being a little offended, like I could have carried it, it's fine. You look out and you see that the driver's side door is open a little bit. How good is your eyesight, both of you?
Do you know those big like owl glasses that look like they're made out of cups? I have those.
Uh-huh. Perfect.
Uh,
Perfect.
I was gonna say something to the fact, like, maybe she doesn't wear glasses just to be like, try to keep her youthful veneer intact, and maybe she's taken a few too many like drugs that aren't good for your eyes. So she's definitely like constantly squinting, but like every now and again, it's like a broken clock twice a day. She just gets like good clarity and then it just fades away.
Okay. So I'll say that Mantha, you both see that the door to the driver's side is now completely open, and there looks to be somebody leaning in the driver's side of the van.
Hey,
And Jezebel, you get that moment of clarity just a bit, and it looks like they're wearing like brown corduroy pants or something. They're brown and they look a little fuzzy.
Is that a monkey?
could be a hippie. You would know about those, right? You were one once.
Hippies aren't a thing anymore these days. People don't grow their hair out anymore. They're more interested in. I think it's a monkey. I'm gonna go look.
I'm going to join you because I don't want you to steal my birthday present from Mary.
Why would I steal your shitty present?
Because you're like that.
You probably got her a Bible or some shit.
I would never.
No? So you're just a prude just 'cause? You don't have like a theological reason?
God is dead.
Sick. On this we agree.
Laura looks at the two of you and is like, where are you going?
There's a monkey in the van.
There Jezebel, did you forget to take your medication today?
If anything, I'm overly medicated.
She's like, there's nothing like in the. Oh my god! Danny, there's somebody in the van. And he looks out and he's like, that's not somebody. And like, then at that point, you start seeing people like turning and looking out the window, and like phones are coming out and they're taking pictures.
I told you, there's an ape stealing the van.
Are you sure? That looks like
Now-
my nephew.
Is your nephew a great ape?
She like kind of thinks about it like genuinely.
Listen, no judgment. I've met some very intelligent great apes.
He's very hairy.
Yeah, as you're watching now, and people are like, you hear people talking, and they're like, "Oh my god, is that a person in a suit? Like, what's happening?" You see this figure kind of like step out a little bit and turn and look and do like the Bigfoot look, and then they start climbing into the van, and you see the door shut.
No!
No!
No, dang!
Bigfoot stole our car with our friend's birthday present inside.
This is the fifth worst thing that happened to a van that I've been involved with.
Fucking Sasquatch. I get out my checkbook from my purse and wave it at him angrily.
I'm like patting my jean shorts and like, oh, right, nope, nothing.
All right, you start to see that the tail lights are coming on as Bigfoot is starting to start the van.
Oh, I like point at one of the young kids. I said, "Be doing something with your functioning knees or whatever and your phones."
And Laura has her phone out and she's recording. She's like, yeah, I'm recording this for social media. Like,
This isn't a concert, you fucking twat. Just get them.
there's a Bigfoot out there? Like, I don't know what you want me to do,
That's
but
the
I'm not.
Bigfoot.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Ew.
Fucking. I start storming towards the door, and I'm like, whatever, I'll get it.
I have to follow you by principle because I don't want you to steal my birthday present for Mary.
Are we missionary companions? What's going on here?
Mary's yelling behind you. Oh, you don't have to go to all that trouble, sweeties.
Mary, I worked too hard on your goddamn present, and you're gonna open it and cry, so help me God.
I'm sure I'll have many other birthdays.
I just kind of
If
give
God's
you a
real-
look, like a knowing look, like
I give you a look back, and we're like, yep. Either you or me, right? Okay.
All right, as you all burst through the door back out into the parking lot,
First is generous.
yeah.
you see Bigfoot peeling out of the parking lot into traffic.
Oh God.
And you have a couple choices for trying to chase
This is
said
my favorite
Bigfoot.
stream so far.
Okay.
Okay.
So here are your options. There is a motorcycle club that is currently eating at TGI Thursdays inside, and their motorcycles are parked outside. You also see your average sedans, SUVs in the parking lot, things like that. There is a large pickup truck, like a full-sized Raptor type situation. There is also a police car that has somebody pulled over doing a field sobriety test alongside the road currently. So, discuss.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I hope to God I'm not.
So I see the man, the motorcycle gang I was so about until I had the opportunity to steal a cop car. So can I? Is the cop car running by any chance? Is it just like their
The cop car
sirens
is
on?
running.
Oh,
No,
hell
yeah, it's running. Sirens are on. The cop is currently behind the other person's car, watching them do a field sobriety test. So,
Oh God.
Okay, so I'm like, I pull Mantha really close to me, like we're like this close together, and I'm just like, what's the most illegal thing you've ever done?
I think I killed a duck by throwing bread at it one time.
Wow, that's not illegal. So I just grab her hand and like, you're gonna go for an adventure, and we're gonna get those presents back.
What?
I pull her towards the cop car.
okay.
So I'm sort of like I'm like Mission Impossibling it a little bit. I'm like ducking under cars and behind cars, ragdolling Mantha behind me, just trying to like stay out of sight. And then at the most opportune moment, I'm just gonna like jump into the passenger side and shimmy over.
Wait, am I
Okay,
driving?
perfect.
No, I'm shimmying over.
Oh,
so
you're
I'm going in.
driving. Okay.
I'm assuming the car is by the driver's side door, as they so often are. So I'm going on the opposite side, climbing over, and then you're going to be in the passenger seat,
Oh, of course, of course.
All right, so this is
like
what we're
we
going
used to do, Jenny.
We're gonna have our first roll of the night.
Let's go.
And this is going to be a reckless roll.
Oh, good. I'm
Um,
bad at
shocker.
those.
Jezebel, you are going to get an extra dice because you are an expert in doing super illegal shit like this. This
Let's
is not your
go.
first time stealing a car.
Not my first
Um,
rodeo.
Won't be her last either.
Yes. Unfortunately, Mantha, this is very outside of your wheelhouse. So
Yeah.
you get one.
Ooh. I got 2 3s, both above my number.
So, we want to roll under your number for patience, over for recklessness.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Great news. I rolled a 1.
Whoa! Let's go.
Well,
It's
no,
okay, it's okay.
that's bad. That's so
Wait,
incredibly
oh,
bad.
because reckless is. Oh, yep.
So
No,
this-
that makes
That
sense.
is the worst possible thing that could have happened in this scenario.
Well, this will be funny.
But it's okay. It's okay because here's how I'm actually taking this because you're rolling as a group right now, right? So you have 2 successes, 1 failure.
Okay.
It's not that bad. So what I'm going to say is this is going to be like you scrape by situation. So Jezebel, you slide over into the driver's seat and you've been in your fair share of cop cars before. So you have an idea of where everything is and the buttons and stuff. Unfortunately for you, Mantha, as you're getting in and you go to pull the door shut, you get your dress. Oh, wait, what are you wearing?
I
Is it a
would
dress?
be wearing like, one of those Sunday best kind of dresses, like super long, green, flowery.
I just love this like non-religious, like sensible person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you're doing this, you get your dress caught on the door, and
Ow.
as you're pulling the door shut, your dress catches in there, and you go to pull it, and it rips the hem of your dress.
No,
Hot.
my granddaughter gave me this dress.
And now your
Yeah.
granddaughter will think you're cool for having ripped clothes.
No.
I rip like a piece of my tank top in solidarity, revealing just a wrinkly shoulder, nothing else.
And as you are doing this and slamming the door and trying to pull the dress out and opening it and closing it to free yourself, the cop immediately becomes aware of what's happening, and you hear him screaming behind you, "Hey, wait, what's happening? That's my car!"
I lock the door.
He starts running up and he starts unholstering his gun. What are you doing,
Whoa.
Jezebel?
Oh God.
I look at Mantha and I go, check this shit out. And I turn the sirens on and I peel out.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
You look in the rearview mirror, and you can see the cop like screaming, and he has his gun out, but he doesn't know what to do. He's not gonna shoot at the car, and so you see him start talking to the radio on his shoulder.
What kind of
Is there a
cop
gun
is
in
if
the
he's
car?
not gonna illegally shoot at 2 old women?
Hasn't stopped a cop before.
Yeah, usually he turns his little shoulder camera off.
I don't roll the window down or anything, but I'm very clearly flipping him off as I peel past him. And I was like,
As you're pulling out, you see like a couple more of the people who came with you standing next to the window, just eyes wide, watching you
still
fly.
filming.
Yeah, still filming as you go.
The
At this
strangest
point,
TGI Thursdays weekend they've ever had.
it is. And at this point, Bigfoot has had a bit of a head start. So,
Sure.
you all start flying down the road, trying to figure out where this Bigfoot went. And you start seeing a path of destruction because this Bigfoot is not a skilled driver. So,
Maybe.
scuff marks in the median, multiple wrecked cars, an overturned bus at one point. You're not sure what happened.
Christ.
But eventually, you see your van, the ear hair van. It's there. And you start chasing it. And Jezebel, I
Yeah?
need another reckless roll.
How many, dog?
2.
Who it
I'm
is?
just gripping onto the arms of the chair, just like, I'm so fucking glad I took my heart medication today.
Oh my god. Leah, I swear to 2 1s
Oh my god. All right.
against all odds.
Big
Mantha,
fail.
you are shocked. Jezebel is like a professional, I don't know, NASCAR driver, whatever.
I've somehow hacked the
Definitely.
radio. I'm blasting Alice Cooper.
Yeah, definitely weaving in and out of all of this stuff. You're gaining on Bigfoot now, and you start closing that gap. And all of a sudden, out of the driver's side window of the car, you see one of those big gulps from 7-Eleven. You notice Danny and Laura were drinking these earlier. One of
Mhm.
these Slurpees. They throw it out the window, and it splatters all over everything. And Jezebel, you can't see.
No, my one weakness.
No! Quick, you have to turn the wipers on.
That's a cop car. They don't really do wipers, I
What do you
assume.
mean they don't have wipers? It's
I've never had
regulation.
to use the windshield in a cop car before, okay, Mantha? I'm usually there. I point to the back seat. And they took my license back in 96.
My God. Okay, can I just like reach over and like try to find the windshield wiper handle thing?
You can. And I'm going to say that because you're trying to keep everybody calm, you can roll a patient roll.
Thank
How
God.
benevolent.
Mantha.
Is this for 2 dice?
Yes, go ahead and roll 2 dice.
Okay.
You have a specialty in windshield wipers.
It's a one.
Specialty.
It's a 1 and a 6, so a success and a fail.
Jesus Christ.
All right. You manage to get the windshield wipers going, and at first it like smears and then starts to clear and then it smears again. You're trying to find the washer fluid to make it a little better, and just as it clears enough, you notice that you are about to go around a big turn, Jezebel, and you did jerk the wheel,
Hit the
and I need that
brakes.
reckless roll.
1, you said?
No, 2, because you're a good driver.
Oh,
Are you sure?
Listen, after those double ones, I have to say you're a pro driver at this point.
3 and a 6.
Hey.
Perfect. So, you deftly make the turn. You actually like drift the car a little bit, the end like kicks out or whatever. You
Hell
take
yeah.
that turn going full speed still. You don't even slow down. And now you are right behind Bigfoot and you're like, man, that's weird. Like, did he know we were behind him? Like, he threw that Slurpee out, and just as you see that, like another one comes flying out the window. The other one, you manage to
No.
swerve around it.
Slurpee's
this
revenge,
time,
just
sucker.
like in Angry Birds.
Yeah, you get the feeling he knows that you're following him.
Intuitive Sasquatch.
Maybe it has
At
something to
this
do with
point,
the fact
though.
that you have the siren on.
Ah. I turned the siren off.
Perfect. And as you turn the siren off in the car, you still hear sirens, and you're like, wait, what? Did I push the wrong button?
I
And then
turn
you-
around. Just like,
Yeah. You turn around, and it's like you see a fleet of cop cars are
Jesus.
now chasing you.
Wow.
Jesus, Jezebel,
Down
we're
the
getting
road.
chased by like 10 other cops.
You know what? In hindsight, I probably should have considered that. Is there a gun in the car?
There's one of those like shotgun holsters right between the seats, and a shotgun like mounted there.
My God.
Okay. I look at Mantha and I go, hold the wheel for me.
Ah! I take the wheel.
Grab the gun, I just roll the window down, and I'm like, take me alive.
My God.
Okay. Each of you give me a reckless roll with 1 dice.
Leo's like, I don't think you're an expert in that. 6.
3, I fail. Great.
Jenny, or not Jenny, you are not Jenny, you are Mantha right now.
Yeah.
Mantha, you grab the wheel, you are trying to keep it on the road.
You're starting to swerve a little bit.
You're starting to swerve, and you nick like one of the medians a little bit. And just as you do that, Jezebel, you have the gun, and you're like, you'll never take me alive. And you feel it, and it jerks and shoot once up in the air. Yeah. You don't hit anything.
You haven't
Yeah.
even shot a gun in 10 years, probably.
But
Well, 5.
Jezebel, you now hear coming from a loudspeaker attached to one of the cop cars behind you, turn on the radio.
I already have it on. We're listening to School's Out.
No, turn it on to the cop station.
All right, fine. I get back in the car and I see just Mantha sweating her brains out. I'm like, you good?
Just my gray hair is just matted to my forehead.
All right, scooch over. Oh, no. All right, push
Just
the radio
pick
button.
The chair again. Just like, Jesus Christ.
I have the police radio now. Like, what do you want?
And there's like, pull over now.
No.
You stole a police car. Pull over now.
Bigfoot stole our van. I gotta get it back. It's a citizen's arrest.
Ma'am, have you been doing drugs?
Not today.
Ma'am, please pull over and we will deal with the van situation, but we
Oh,
can't do
I've
that.
heard it before. Listen, I'm no rookie to missing vans. Every time you tell the cop, oh, my van got stolen, it's a month of paperwork, and then, oh, well, he's gone forever. I know, bullshit. I'm making the matter. I'm pulling the radio out of the socket. You're dumb.
Pulled it out of the car.
Just rip it out of the dashboard, and I look at Mantha and go, we might need a new ride.
I'm just kind of
You throw it
staring
out
at
the
her in
window.
disbelief, just like,
Just throw it behind me onto a
I'm
cop's
going into prison
windshield.
for the rest of my life.
Mantha, you're watching as Jezebel throws this radio out the window, and Jezebel doesn't even look to see what happens, but you turn and watch, and the radio hits the cop car's windshield behind it, swerves into the median, flips over,
Oh my
bursts
God.
into flames.
This is
didn't get the
manslaughter
roll
at
for
this
that
point.
one.
You've killed some police officers.
Better a dead cop.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, A-Tab's in the chat, baby. Jezebel's a hero.
How are we gonna get banned from Twitch today?
Yeah.
So,
If this is the note that I end on, I consider that my legacy. Come at me,
So-
Twitch.
seeing this, the cops are now upset and they start flying up around you, one on either side, and they start swerving in towards you, trying to sandwich you and push you over to the side. I'm going to need some reckless driving rolls from you, Jezebel. Two
How many?
dice. 2 dice.
Thank you. Thank you, my benevolent master. 1 and a 5. 1 success, 1 fail.
All right. So as the cops are like deftly pushing into you, you feel your car slowing down, and they start to guide you towards the median. And just at that moment, one of the other cars speeds up a little too fast, and it jerks. The other car hits the median and is taken out of commission. You manage to swerve around them and keep going, but
Hell
your
yeah.
car is now damaged.
Oh no.
You can hear the fenders rubbing a little bit.
Do I still have an eye on Bigfoot?
You do, but with that whole thing, Bigfoot's gotten a little further ahead of you now. But you do see that there's another cop car flying up around you and heading towards the Bigfoot van.
Oh, okay. Well, that cop's at least cool, I guess. But still.
I'm just
Okay,
trying
so
not to die over here in the passenger seat.
I'm gonna look at Man and think, I have good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
The good news is I think we have a good opportunity to catch Bigfoot.
What's the bad news?
We might need a new cop car.
Might. I just kind of.
Yeah, we are a little banged up. I like gesture to the dented door. So I'm like, I don't know how much this is gonna hold up. You probably hear that loud screeching sound too. Yeah, it's not looking great for this vehicle.
I just kind of grab you by the quote unquote lapels of your tank top, just like, how the hell are we gonna get a new car?
That's a great question. I'm not really a plan in advance kind of person. So I'm just gonna, besides the road, what's on like the sides of the road? I mean, I was imagining a forest because it's Bigfoot, but I didn't bother to ask.
So you're just starting to get the town you live in is like an average sized town, say, like 10, 12,000 people, right? You're just starting to get on the outskirts of the town where there is more like tree lines and stuff. You're just getting out of town now.
Okay.
There's a couple you're passing like we'll say the last gas station out of town currently is right up ahead.
Dangerous information. Can I pull into that gas station?
You can. Yes.
Oh God. We still have like so many cops chasing us though, yeah?
There are.
Oh God.
You still have
Remember
like
what I
3
taught
cop
you.
cars behind you.
Remember what I taught you, Mantha.
What?
There's one surefire way to make sure someone never finds you again. So I pull in. I'm sure the cops are behind me. I walk out and I put my hands up in the air, and I'm just like, "Can't an old lady go take a piss?"
God
forbid women do anything.
God
As you-
forbid women do anything.
You step out of the car. All 3 of these cars come to a screeching stop, and 5 total cops step out, and they all have their guns drawn. They're pointing them directly at you.
Oh, come on, be cool. Whatever. Look at me.
One of the female cops steps forward, and she's like, "You just led us on a multiple police car chase. You stole a police car."
But did you die?
Yes, somebody did die.
Oh, for real?
Oh shit, for real?
Listen, I'm going to calmly walk into the bathroom. If you really want to arrest me, you'll have to catch me. And I just run into the gas station.
I just gotta like watch in horror as you're being chased at the fucking.
I grab your hand. Like, she has to pee too.
Ah!
So you're both trying to run into the gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Specifically the bathroom.
The cops are all like, some of them didn't know that you were old ladies, and so they don't want to shoot at old ladies, and they're just like, so they're like putting their
Cowards.
guns in.
Fuck
They're
kind of cops
going
are
to
these?
pull out tasers, and in that moment, like you have a moment to break, I guess. But I need you both to roll reckless because you're running
Sick.
from cops.
Oh shit! I rolled my number.
Alright, girl. 4 and a 3, so 2 successes.
All right, and wait, rolling your number is a happy birthday, right?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Special
Chat, say
insight
happy
into
birthday.
what's going on. Yeah. So, you get a question
Yeah.
about the stuff that's going on at large, and I have to answer.
I trust you, Jenny.
Are there any other cars currently filling up on gas right now?
There are 4 total pumps. So, and at those 4 total pumps, there are 2 cars filling up.
Okay. Um,
One is a little yellow Corvette convertible,
Ooh.
and the
Yeah.
other is like a 1996 like Toyota Camry. That's like held together by duct tape and bungee cords.
Also,
okay,
hell yeah.
can I make a small request?
Uh-huh.
As we are on our way to the bathroom and we are passing the car that is closest to us, I assume the bungee cord car,
Mm-hmm.
can I just yank the nozzle out of the tank
What?
and just have gasoline start pouring onto the floor here to
Try to
prevent
oil
them from
slick them?
shooting at this as they blow up the station?
We're now doing wacky racers.
You absolutely can do this because you rolled your number. I will allow it.
Yay!
You pretend to trip over the gas pump nozzle, and gas starts to pour out onto the ground.
Just
And
like
you know
I
what?
whisper to the driver, "I'm sorry. I don't know what's coming
Yeah,
over me."
so the driver did the thing that you're not supposed to do, which is put the nozzle in the car and then go in the store.
Yeah, what is
So
this,
they're not even
Oregon?
there.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so there's just barrels of gasoline going all over the parking lot.
Perfect.
Man,
now
they're
they
gonna
can't
pay a
shoot their
lot of
guns
money
at
for
us, and
that.
if they do, they'll blow up the whole station.
So as you're going into the store. The two of you start heading into the store. The cops are chasing you.
Yeah.
What are you
well,
doing?
I'm leading him to the bathroom.
Okay, so with your 3 successes, your happy birthday, you are able to get to the bathroom.
Okay, cool.
I I sit Mantha's tiny little self on the upper deck of a toilet in a stall.
I am only
And-
5'4" after all.
Yeah, so your head shouldn't clear the stalls, and I just kind of squat around the bowl area, keeping my legs off the ground, and I'm just, in the frontmost bathroom stall, and I'm like, normally cops go from the back to the front because they're lazy, and they want to do the hard thing and then work their way to the easy thing and then leave. So when they start opening the back stalls, we leave and lock the door behind us.
Okay.
Like, grab your face. Do you
Ingenious.
read me?
I'm trying my best. I
That was
understand
already-
what you're asking me to do. Yes.
Mantha, listen, that thing you did with the gas pump, that was fucking hot.
What?
I need more of that energy.
I'm just kind of like looking at the floor. Oh, Roderick, we're really in it now.
Your husband's dead, Mantha.
I
This is
know
the
he
living.
is.
Here we go.
At this point, you hear like a pounding on the door, and you hear the same cop who was talking outside. Could you all just come out?
You'll have to catch us.
And you hear the door open. Like, they don't kick it open or anything. They just walk in, and you see them look under the thing. And I love this. They walk to the back of the bathroom.
Okay, so the minute I hear the farthest stall open, I like grab Mantha's hand, like, go! So I open the stall door and we shimmy out the back at the bathroom door, and I lock it behind us.
Okay.
This is what we're going to do. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna
Uh-huh.
roll reckless again, and you need at least 1 success between the two of you
Oh, okay.
to actually make it out of here. 2 successes, you make it out of here without issue. 1 success, there's gonna be a problem. No successes, you're gonna get caught.
Okay.
One
okay.
die or 2 die?
You get 2 die, Jezebel. 1 die for Mantha.
Of course.
3 and a
course.
6, 2 successes.
I got a 1. I fail.
Oh,
I'm not
like,
good at this
come on.
reckless shit.
It's okay. It's okay. So you have 1 success. So, you come out of the stall. You start to try to get towards the door, and you see that one of the cops had taken up a post on the opposite side to kind of watch the backs of the cops who went in further. And he screams, "Hey, wait a second!"
Flipping the bird, close the door.
Keep going. You go to close the door. All right. As you are going, though, he is going to lunge towards Mantha. And Mantha, he gets a hold of your purse
No.
and starts to, like, he grabs for you and grabs your purse. What are you going to do?
That's my purse. I don't know you. Get off.
Are you going to let it go and keep going? Or are you going to have your purse stolen by the cop?
Well, it's either my money or my life, right?
Yeah, basically.
Well, I mean,
in a weird sort of way. I kind
my
of just
money,
break the
man.
purse strap off and just keep walking along with.
Atta girl. Have
All
your
right.
cake and eat it too.
You make it out the door. You lock the cops in.
I look at the gas station like employee and like, under no circumstances open this door. We do not go in there.
I
The
just
gas
imagine
station
just like
employee
some
just
tiny teenagers like.
Yeah, this is like an 18-year-old kid, and they're just like, what is going on, man? Like,
I dropped like a Guinness World Book of Records shit in there, and it would not flush.
you,
So unless you want to be in charge of that, I wouldn't go in there.
Grandma, I just watched like 5 cops follow you
Yeah,
in
I
there.
needed help. It was bad. I had to call the police.
Are the cops alive? Like,
Hopefully.
what happened? Okay, man, just go. Like, I'm scared.
Attaboy.
I'm scared. I'm dying over here.
Oh my god. Okay,
I don't know who's gonna die first, me or Mantha.
All right, so when you
I
get
could
outside, what
smell
are you
your
doing?
King of the Hill reference coming the minute she said they grabbed your purse. Oh, I was like, I know Jenny too well.
Yep. All right, you make your way out of the store.
I'm cool. All right.
So we obviously can't take a cop car because they'll be able to track us that way, yeah?
Which car did we unhook the gas nozzle from?
That was the Toyota Camry.
Oh, the
Yeah,
shitty one?
Yeah.
the shitty one.
Is there anyone
Yeah.
by the Corvette?
Well, now you see that like everybody's just sort of like standing around staring like what's happening because they just see all these cop cars out front and they're like they all have their phones out.
I pull Mantha to the side and I whisper her, look scared.
I don't have to try very hard. Let's just put it that way.
Thank you. Thank you. So I just start pretending I'm part of the whole thing. I'm like, did you see that? Oh my god. I'm like, just like slowly walking towards the Camry.
Okay.
Wait, the one that
Okay.
we unhooked the gas from? That might be a bad
Mhm.
idea, Grant.
Why?
If we
There's
turn
no
the
one
car on, it
monitoring
might
it.
explode.
Oh, we did yank it out of the nozzle, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh wait, you think of an idea.
We could take the Corvette. That's the easy
There's,
answer.
there's people by the Corvette.
So?
Listen,
There's like this is clearly like a midlife crisis purchase automobile, right? So there's like a 75-year-old man standing there pumping the gas. He's moving kind of slow. He's just now finishing. He's watching to see what's happening, but not getting involved. He doesn't have a cell phone with a camera on it, so
of course
he's not paying
why would he?
attention like everybody else. Yeah.
Listen, he may have made a midlife crisis purchase, but we're on a 3/4 life crisis here at this point.
He's 70 years old having a midlife crisis. My guy's
No,
an
no.
immortal.
No, he
This
made
is a
the
purchase
purchase when
from
he was
before.
50.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
witch told him he's gonna be 140.
Yes, yes, that's the situation. He sees the two of you coming out, and there's like a little bit of a commonality, like, oh, like, you know, you're old, I'm old, like, what's happening? Like, what are these kids getting into in
Flirt
there?
with him. I just kind of rib Jezebel.
I was gonna say, can I hit on him?
You can, yeah. You walk out. He's like, what is going on in there?
That's a real hot rod you got there, Tiger.
Oh, this, it's a
Yeah.
classic. I
Yeah.
bought this a couple years ago. Yeah.
I see the license plate says classic vehicle. I assumed it was a classic. What is that? 70, 71?
Oh yeah. You know cars?
Yeah. Listen, I've had a long life, Sonny. I went to
Oh.
Woodstock. I went to the second Woodstock. I went to Live Aid. I went to the second Live Aid. So
Oh
yeah,
my
I've been
God.
around a few cool cars and cats.
Oh my gosh, that's and your friend over there too. You're both.
Oh, her. Yeah, you like what you see with her?
I like what I see with both of you.
Listen, she might listen. You see the torn skirt there? She's freaky.
That's
I
what
just
I
kind of
was
like
thinking.
put my hand to my cheek and blush.
I'm
He
like,
leans
listen,
forward.
what can two young women do to get a ride in your car?
I mean, You just have to ask.
I think she just did.
Ready, please.
Get in.
Yeah, let's go. Flirt master over here. Whatever. So
All right.
we
So
we get in the.
I would like for you both to roll patient.
Oh fuck.
All right, I'm okay with this.
I'm assuming I have to roll a 1 for that.
How many do I roll?
I rolled a 1 against all odds. I was patient.
Leah, how many
Oh.
should I roll just so I know?
So that's a good question, Mantha. How these sorts of situations with people, like kind of like charming people, how experienced are you with this?
How
Well,
long did you
Are
marry
you a
Roderick for?
schmoozer?
well, I'm a wise techie.
My
Roderick
God.
and I probably met at the World's Fair. We were both probably very impressed by the newfangled happenstances. He has been my one and only love, so you know,
I'm sorry.
It's been a while since she's been
I'm
in the
gonna give
dating
you
pool.
one.
Okay.
You get one dice.
Okay. Well, great. I still rolled a 2, so that's way below my number.
Perfect. So you have 2 successes. So as you're getting in the car, who's getting in which seat?
Oh, I'm definitely going inside the back where you like sit on like the part of it where you're not really in the car. You're just kind of like on the what do cars have? The trunk,
Yeah, I
it's
get
the
what you're
back
saying.
seat, the upper deck.
Mhm.
Like what I look like Marilyn Monroe.
Where the
Yes.
where the back windshield would be.
Yeah, but it's an old car, so it doesn't have safety features and shit.
Exactly.
Sure, it does not. There aren't even any seat belts in this thing.
Hot.
I am once again clutching for dear life in the front seat of the car.
All right. Well, since you have 2 successes, this older gentleman, he goes to get in the driver's seat and he's like, "Oh, I dropped my wallet." And he turns around, he's like, "Just give me 1 minute, ladies." And he goes to bend down. And Mantha, you see an opportunity.
What kind?
The keys are in the ignition.
Yes.
So the keys are in the ignition. He's going out of the car to get his wallet.
He dropped it on the ground, yeah.
I would kind of just slide over on the bench to the driver's seat.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I would just kind of start the car, and we'll start getting going here.
All
That's
right.
my girl. That's my girl.
It's like I need to get that birthday present back.
It's really important.
It really is.
I feel like it's like Jezebel would just peel out, but Mantha would slowly start rolling
Puts it in
forward.
reverse
Just so he
first, just
doesn't
for blind
notice,
spot.
Like, I want to be as discreet as possible so that he, while he's picking up his wallet for the eternity that it takes him, doesn't
Yeah.
notice that his car has gone missing.
Perfect. That's exactly what happens. You slowly roll forward and start to pull away. And just as you're like starting to turn out of the parking lot, you see him actually stand up like, hey, wait. And then you're just,
We're just
Down the
gone. We're
road.
going after Bigfoot
Let
now. I'm
me
going
up in the
65,
phone
which is the
book.
speed limit.
perfect. Yes, you're
Speed
going the speed
limit.
limit.
Yeah.
All right.
I climb down from my spot while the car is going, and I get in the front seat, and I like jokingly punch her shoulder, and I'm
Ow.
like, "You're a wild thing." Look at you.
I don't know what's come over me. You're a bad influence.
I think I'm a good influence. Do you want to get her birthday present or not? Listen, this might be the last one she ever fucking has, and I swear to God, I am not letting her think ill of me.
Perfect. So you head out of town and you're driving for a bit. And because there's less traffic out here, there are less accidents and stuff to gauge where Bigfoot went. And he could be anywhere in these woods. And you start to get a little concerned. And then up ahead, you see a dirt road that seems to just turn off. And you're about to drive past when you notice like some of the trees in the entryway have been sideswiped.
Oh.
I'm like squinting.
I kind of like adjust my glasses to see if the damage goes further into the forest.
Shouldn't there be more trees?
Yeah, as you look down there, you do see that there are a lot of trees that seem to be like kind of leaning. One's knocked over. It's about as far as you can see into the tree line.
Oh
Okay.
god, we've been tungusted.
Well, I put on my turn signal. I look both ways, and then I kind of turn the car into the forest to kind of trail the.
You turn on your turn signal.
Yeah, I gotta let the other cars behind me know what I'm doing.
All right. You start to drive this classic Corvette
Through the woods.
through the woods.
Through the woods. We're hot on Bigfoot's trail. We can't stop now.
Perfect. Are you driving very carefully, or are you trying to make up for lost time?
Yes, I want to make sure that this ride is the one that we keep because it's very unlikely we're going to find another classic Corvette in the middle of fucking nowhere.
You never know.
Perfect. Mantha, will you roll me 2 patient dice?
Yes. That's a 5 and a 3, one of which is my number. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
All right,
Happy
you get to
birthday.
ask me another question.
With what I'm following here, with the trail of debris and trees being broken, do I get a sense that we're going the right way? Does it look like Bigfoot came through here?
I will say, since you rolled all these successes and another happy birthday roll,
Happy
eventually,
birthdays in the chat.
yeah, happy birthday in the chat. Jezebel, you start getting sort of impatient. You're like, come on, let's go. Like, Bigfoot's like getting away. Like, what are you doing?
Do the metal. What are you doing?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I don't want to ruin the vehicle that we just painstakingly stole, I will remind
You're
you.
not gonna keep it.
Mantha's being very careful, like going around big potholes and
Driving
if there's
test.
like there's like a tree, like a small tree across the road. She stops and gets out and moves it instead of trying to drive over it. You're avoiding flat tires and things like that.
Ah.
And eventually you see the van that has been driven into a ditch a little bit. It's kind of like it would be impossible to get it back out of the ditch the way it is. And the
Okay.
back doors are flung open.
Okay, I turn on my emergency lights. I parallel park between 2 trees, and I'm going to take a look and see if the presents are still in the back.
Okay. They are gone. Actually, there's one present still there.
Whose is it?
You can see that it's like a box that has been, when you get a present from your grandma for Christmas and the wrapping paper is like perfect. You can't even find a seam because they lined up the picture so perfectly and it's taped and there's like a bow and stuff. It's that. You're pretty sure this was Edna's present. And
Fucking Edna.
you can see the box has been opened slightly and the present's been seemingly left behind.
What's in it?
We've had very different grandma experiences.
Yeah, you open it and it's just like a blouse.
Oh,
Oh.
great.
Apparently Bigfoot didn't want it.
Don't blame him. Fucking Edna.
Is that even her size?
Probably not.
You
Like, look
it's
at
not.
it. It's like it's like 2 sizes too small. Mary's got bazingas.
Mary is not a
Exactly.
petite woman, no.
Yeah, she's very well endowed. This is that a Forever 21 tag?
Fucking Edna.
Fucking Edna. Oh, I have to be on the up and up. No, she doesn't know no one shops there anymore.
All of a sudden, from behind you, you hear a
I whip around. I break my hip.
you see a woman standing behind you who's probably in her late 50s. She's wearing camo. Her face is painted. She has her hair back in like 2 little braids that stick out of the bottom of her like army consignment hat thing that she's wearing.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, y'all shouldn't be out here.
Well,
There's a Bigfoot around.
then.
Oh
y'all
yeah, that's what we're
shouldn't
here for.
Be out here either then, because we're here to get Bigfoot's stuff. He stole our birthday presents with this van.
Whatever this thing is called. I'm like
Ladies.
squinting at her, and I'm like, Paul Stanley, is that you?
What? No,
The
listen,
hair
I'm
and the
just out
makeup.
here. I'm a cryptid hunter? I'm out here looking for Bigfoot. You little old ladies need to get back to wherever you came from.
Listen,
I am
what
5'9".
you do with your bank is your decision. If you want to invest in Bitcoin, that's on you. But we need to find that Bigfoot.
Yeah, we're not interested in cryptid currency.
No, listen, these woods are trapped out here. I've been trying to catch this Bigfoot for weeks. If you just go wandering around out here, you're gonna get hurt.
Did you say Bigfoot?
Yeah,
Look,
That's what I
we're
thought.
after that Sasquatch.
Yeah. Where'd it go? It's just
What?
two obstinate old ladies who like can get half of this conversation.
She's so confused. She's listening to you. She's like, "Look, I don't know. Did you drive that Corvette into the woods?
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
What? There's not even enough clearance. I'm actually kind of impressed. How did you do that?"
Very carefully.
She drives like a fucking DMV instructor.
I used to be a DMV instructor, actually. Back
Why
in my
does that
early-
not surprise me?
Listen, I'm gonna go find this Bigfoot. How about this? You just get in your little car, you drive home. Tell me, let me guess, you're from that Evanescent home or whatever. I'll let you know when I find the Bigfoot.
No,
I'll tell
we're
you
not
if
in
you're from-
Evanescence.
I
That's
just kinda,
Amy
like, look at
Lee.
you like, what?
Yeah, you know Amy Lee from she's got pipes, man.
Just kind of.
I made
I
out
look
with
at
her
you
one
kind
time.
of.
She's like, I mean, all right, I'm gonna go find this Bigfoot. Y'all just do whatever you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
do.
us too. We'll come with you.
No, don't. Oh God! And she just like walks away from you and starts walking into the forest.
She seems to know something about the Bigfoot. We should follow her, Mantha.
I just kind of nod knowingly. Yes.
All right.
So we follow her into the woods.
Off we go.
The whole time she's like, "Y'all are making so much noise. This Bigfoot's gonna hear us coming a mile away. We're never gonna find him. You know they're slippery creatures.
Bigfoot's
my
not gonna
boots?
hear us.
Are my boots too loud?
Your boots? What?
Yeah,
What
I'm like wearing like combat boots.
You know that joke that your grandma wears combat boots? This is the grandma that we're talking about.
Yeah.
She's just like,
Isabel
oh.
Jones, nice to meet you.
She's like, I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, I've been
I
trying
can
to catch
take my
this Bigfoot
boots
for
off.
weeks.
Listen,
No,
I
they're
lived
gonna
in the
be
woods for like 3 weeks back in 1975.
Why did you live in the woods for 3 weeks?
It was an accident. I fell off a bus.
It's just who she is, man. I wouldn't think too much about it at this point.
Listen, sometimes you eat like a week's worth of mushrooms within a 10-minute period, and then the next thing you know, you live in the woods. So I can walk barefoot, is what I'm saying.
I feel like you have lived a very interesting life.
Oh boy, have I.
She's like, oh,
Did you
wait,
not hear
wait,
the part where I made
don't
with
step
Amy
right
Lee?
there.
Oh
roll
shit!
me a reckless check.
Step right. I rolled my number. I rolled a 5.
Wait, your number's a wait. Which one's your number? Is you a 5 or a 2? I'm a 5.
2. Oh, I rolled a 5. I rolled above my number.
Damn it, Grant.
Best game master in the world, baby.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
You managed to deftly sidestep this large snare trap that she has covered up with leaves.
Oh, you gotta warn a person.
I'm sorry, I was just getting so interested in what you were saying that I
Oh,
you're
about
distracting me
Evanescence?
too much. Yeah, about. And as she's saying that, she kind of trips and she steps forward and she looks down and you see that there is a large footprint on the ground in front of you.
How big is that foot?
It's a pretty big foot. I mean, much larger than any man's foot you've ever seen.
Gracious, he lives up to the
I've
name.
seen some big feet. I spent a week on a Genesis.
Sega Genesis?
No, with the guy who did the Tarzan music.
Oh, Phil Collins.
Yeah, Phil Collins. It was during that tour when they were doing Jesus He Knows Me, and anyway.
I loved him in Tarzan.
He wasn't in Tarzan.
Sure he was. He did the music.
That doesn't mean he didn't. What? Fuck you! Look at his foot. This is how all of our conversations go in our dorm room.
So as you're looking at the foot, this Bigfoot hunter looks at you and says, I don't know where they went, y'all. I can't find anything out here.
What kind of a
Pointing at the
cryptocurrency hunter
ground.
are you?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I don't see any other tracks. Do you?
Well, there's one. I looked for a track.
Same.
Okay. How are you? Yeah. How describe to me how y'all are finding Bigfoot now that
I
you
go
are out here in these woods.
I go back to my roots. It's 1969. I don't know what concert I went to, but I woke up in the woods. I'm putting my nose to the ground. I'm sniffing around.
I'm
Okay.
looking in the direction the footprint is facing to see if there's been like any moved underbrush, any broken branches, things of that nature.
Okay. Mantha, I'm going to give you a patient roll for this because I don't know how much tracking you've done, but I'm going to say you're going about this the smart way. Jezebel.
I think an animal would be the smartest thing. I'm like arguing against doing a patient role. Like, no, let me be patient.
I was going to say, Jezebel, would you like, I mean, you would like to roll reckless.
I would.
Describe to me why this would count as reckless. I mean, because you did the drugs to do this? I don't
Right. Yeah,
she
I
did
think
the
that's what it
drugs.
is. I'm remembering a memory that was very heavily influenced by a bag of mushrooms that was meant for like a tour van of 20 or so people to last a week, and I did all of them. So I'm relying on that memory. It might be not exactly how Jezebel actually lived it during those 3 weeks. So I'm trying to soberly recall a high memory.
Perfect. Jezebel, okay, first, okay. Mantha, roll me your patient roll.
Just the one?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 3, so a success.
Perfect. And Jezebel, roll me your reckless roll.
You got it. Now that's a 2, which is my number.
Hey, happy birthday!
Happy birthday! In the
Perfect.
chat, hit me up with birthday messages. Thank you.
We're gonna
So,
be 807 by the time this fucking game is over.
give me your question that you would like to ask, and then I have a question for you.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just go with the most obvious question I can think of. Are there any other signs of a Bigfoot around that I can see or smell?
All right. Jezebel, you are starting to remember more. Something about the smell of this place.
Hmm.
And you start to think like maybe where you got dropped off by that tour bus wasn't far from here.
Ah,
As a
yes.
as a matter of fact, this might be the exact same forest.
I recognize this raccoon piss.
Yeah. And you remember flashbacks from those nights out here.
Oh god.
What are some weird memories?
Are you asking me for my weird memories? Okay,
Yeah. What are some
for,
weird memories that may or may not be true, but things that you recall from those nights?
She
for
fucked the
sure, for
frog.
sure, for sure. So I remember getting a pretty feral around like hour 2 or 3, just embracing that I might just have to become a woodland creature now. So I remember just being like in the buff, trying to make like a shelter and start fire. I recall hunting my own food. I recall playing tug of war with a wolf over a rabbit that I killed and it was trying to move in on. And I was just like, nope, that's mine. And they were like, no, it's mine. And I spoke to the wolf and we gained an understanding. And then I had a wolf pet for 3 weeks that I would use to hunt. I learned how to fish out there. It's all coming back to me. Then some more abstract memories started coming out. I recall like watching an eagle and being like, maybe I too can fly and trying to do that. Certain that I did it at one point, and then I remember coming out of the woods and being like, no, I'm serious. I met Bigfoot. I met Bigfoot.
All right. And another memory starts to surface a little bit. Because you remember hunting and fishing and trapping and fighting this wolf, but you don't remember how you learned all those skills because that wasn't part of your repertoire at first. But you recall somebody tall who helped you learn some of these skills. You think maybe a man?
With some big feet, perhaps?
But you can't yet.
No.
Yeah, well, and you remember calling him Phil. Was it Phil Collins?
Was that Phil Collins? No, this is 69. He wouldn't have been on the scene yet.
But you remember where he used to live, this Phil person. And you think that you could get there. It was near this like little pond area. It was like it's where you learn to fish at. You think you could get there and maybe Phil could help you find this Bigfoot, this Sasquatch who stole your presents.
Okay, great. Yeah, I take my comboot bats. Comboot.
Try that again there, buddy. Combat boots.
Comboot bats.
Comboot bats.
Someone's gonna clip me saying comboot bats. Oh well, here I go. I take off my combat boots. I like tear off my tank top. I'm just, I'm going back to how I was in the woods, and I grab Mantha's hand and I go, I know where we must go. And I start just running with her in hand towards that pond, looking for that area.
Okay, at the same time, you hear that woman behind you like, where are y'all going?
If you want my help, you'll follow me. I'm like running in the distance,
It's like, oh,
flapping in the wind.
Jezebel.
As you are running through the forest, you hear this woman kind of trailing behind you. And it takes you a good 20 minutes of bushwhacking or so. Mantha, you're starting to question
Hell yeah, I'm
Jezebel's sanity.
bushwhacking.
At this point, are
Quite
you
a bit.
going along with us? How are you feeling about this, Mantha?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling great. I'm wondering what exactly she's thinking or what she's doing, but she looks like she has a purpose, and that's kind of hot.
Yeah, a new shine in my eyes. I can see clearly again.
Uh-huh. It's a side of you that I've never seen before, and it's
I'm eating stuff off the ground. I'm getting faster somehow.
scary.
It does seem like Jezebel is like de-aged like 10 years or so, you know.
A spry
quickly.
65.
Yeah. Mantha, do you have any questions for her? You're just blindly trusting.
Where are we going?
I'm going to find Phil.
Phil who?
I don't remember his last name, or if truly his name was Phil. But listen, how old was that? I was 24. Yeah, 24 years old. I had to do math in my head. I was 24 years old. I met a man named Phil in the woods. He taught me everything I know. I'm Carl the Wild in it, baby. You should be lucky you're not running on all fours.
I very much so am, especially since you're going commando.
I did keep the shorts on.
Oh, okay.
The shorts are still on. I'm just bare chested and barefoot.
Great.
Listen, the last time I was in the woods and I was completely commando, listen, there were some things even doctors couldn't fix. So I've learned my lesson that way.
We're doomed.
You ever seen Naked and Afraid? It was kind of like that.
I've tried not to, no.
Oh, it's great. The guy I dated is on that show once. Anyway.
What the fuck?
So, just as Mantha, you are about to be like, okay, she's crazy, we should stop. You start to smell like wood burning smoke,
Oh,
like from a chimney.
no need.
And you see at this point, the sun's starting to go down, and you see the reflection of the setting sun on a body of water in the middle of this meadow.
Oh, a pond.
And on the far side, you see a shack with a small amount of smoke rising out of a chimney.
Huh. Well, that wasn't there before.
Lynott. His last name was Phil Lynott. Yeah, that's who I met in the one. No, that's the guy from Thin Lizzy. Hang on.
Well, that cabin is probably going to be our best bet here, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's where I was. Yeah. Phil!
So,
we should go toward the fire.
as you are coming around the pond, starting to go up to the door to this shack, you see the door open.
Oh, no.
And standing there in the doorway is a 7.5 foot tall, hairy ape man.
Sasquatch.
Definitely
he's-
not Phil Lynott.
He stops and he looks at you, and you hear behind you the of the gun.
No.
No.
Mr.
And-
President, look out.
The Bigfoot
She was there in
looks at you
Dallas.
all. The Bigfoot looks at all of you, looks very alarmed, and looks at you, Jezebel, and cocks his head slightly and
I do
says,
the same thing.
says, Jezebel.
I,
love your Bigfoot
I point back. I go, Phil? Maybe?
Phil.
Phil!
Jezebel.
Man, this is Phil. He's a Sasquatch.
I'm
You
just
hear the woman
in
behind you.
disbelief and shock.
The woman behind you is like, I don't care who he is. I'm about to be rich. And she goes to lower her weapon at Phil the Sasquatch.
I stop
We're at a
her.
campground, right? Oh, you stop her. Yeah, go for it.
Just like, I just gotta like put my body in front of her gun. Wait.
Oh my god. Okay.
Before you kill Bigfoot.
Kill me.
No. What? No, we still need to get our friend's birthday presents.
No, I would. Please do your scene. I'm so sorry. I was being a jackass.
What are you saying, Mantha?
We still need to get our friend's birthday presents because Bigfoot had stole them.
She's like, we can get the presents once I kill this guy and we collect the reward money. We can buy whatever presents we want. Get out of the way.
If you kill Bigfoot, we'll never find out where they are.
I will never.
Jezebel, what are you doing in this moment?
I'm like starting to cry a little.
I'm sorry. I am looking around the campsite for like a rock I can throw at her.
Okay, you definitely find some rocks. There's actually a fire ring built out of just like large rocks. You could just grab one of those.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
take
yeah.
my incredibly calloused hands and I pick up one of the rocks, like keeping the fire in
Contained,
control.
yeah.
Contained, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. And like you can see it still like scalding and smoldering in my hand. I'm like, hey, whatever your name is, I didn't bother asking.
She's like, what do you want? I'm trying to. Are you
Should
throwing
I
the
just
rock?
throw the rock at her head?
Right.
All right.
I'm gonna kill this woman.
I defeated. All right.
Make me a roll.
Just any roll.
Just whichever.
It
gonna
doesn't matter
say-
which one. I rolled my number. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay. So you hit her square in the temple, and she
Oh.
goes down
Oh fuck.
like a sack. She hits the ground.
Like a sack squatch.
And you get a question, Jezebel.
I kiss my bicep. Uh, I get a question. So Bigfoot clearly knew my name and the name I bestowed upon him. I'm assuming. I'm
Yes.
just gonna make it lore that she was on a Thin Lizzy tour bus and had Phil lie not on the mind, and that's why the name Phil was stuck in her brain. Did Bigfoot and I end on good terms?
From what you remember,
From Bigfoot's perspective, from my perspective, I just got out of the woods one day and woke up in a hospital.
yeah. From what you can tell from Bigfoot and from what you can remember, you started to come down off your trip, and you
My
asked for
3-week
help.
high.
Yeah, you told him like, I need help, like find, and he helped you find the edge of the forest. Took you
Aw,
out there so that you could find the main road and find people to help you. So
what a sweetie.
Good guy Bigfoot.
Yeah. yeah.
Did I date Bigfoot? No, I was kidding.
Did you smooch the Bigfoot?
Did I consummate my friendship with Bigfoot? Anyway.
You do remember giving him a kiss goodbye, but that might have been the mushrooms.
Phil, my friend, it's been
Jezebel.
so long.
Mm.
I'm
So-
not going to do the math on it, but I'm 51 years, I think.
Yeah, and now that you're looking at Bigfoot, you see like he's not all brown. He has like a lot of gray. You know, he's
Mhm.
an old Bigfoot now.
An old man
Oh.
Bigfoot.
Love
Yeah.
him.
And he says, Jezebel. And then he goes back into his little shack and he comes out and there's another Sasquatch person, a smaller one.
No.
And he says, Jezebel.
Oh,
Jezebel.
he had a kid. Did I
Jezebel.
did I knock up Bigfoot?
Oh my god.
I don't know how it works with Bigfoots.
I was not expecting tonight to have a potential conversation about Mpreg Bigfoot.
I know I didn't. I'm like, oh my god, it's Jezebel. I'm who you're named after. You're a cutie. She looks just like you, Phil.
Party. He goes, party hard.
Party hard.
Party
That's
hard.
right.
Hard. And
That's right.
he does party hard.
Devil horns. Hell yeah.
And he goes back in and you see that there's some of like the memorabilia that you must have lost in the
Oh my God.
woods that night that have been hung up as like decorations inside of the hut. There's like one of your t-shirts. What band would you like this t-shirt to be from?
Oh god, this is 1969 that I was lost in the woods, so let's say that it is a Beach Boys t-shirt.
Perfect. That's there. You see like one of your high-heeled pumps with like the heel busted off of it is like set up as like a little shrine type thing. And you see on the table, Bigfoot has made some sort of a party. And there seems to be like a weird bush cake made. You're not sure what it's made out of, maybe like acorn flour or something. I don't know. But you see your presence there. And Bigfoot says, Jezebel birthday.
It's
Party.
Jezebel's birthday?
Jezebel's birthday party.
Wow, what are the odds? I have mixed feelings now.
I'm going
He's
to
like,
cry.
you stay for Jezebel birthday party.
Yeah, sure. I look at Mantha. This is very sweet, but oh fuck.
I just have my hand on my cheek.
Is it just
shaking my
our
head.
presents? It's like all the nursing home presents, I'm assuming,
Yeah, all the
right?
nursing home
Okay.
presents except for Edna's because he didn't want
Right.
that one. He thought it was ugly.
It wouldn't fit her either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's too big for baby Jezebel.
It was too small for Mary.
Yeah.
It's
So-
just the wrong size to piss everyone off.
I'm like, one second, Phil. Let me just my friend's hard of hearing. I like pretend to do sign language, but let me just fill her in on what's happening, okay?
I get cake for
Okay, you get the
Jezebel
cake, dear.
and friend. And
Perfect.
he goes over and starts like trying to cut the cake into nice orderly slices while you
Oh
have
my
your
God.
conversation.
I turn back to Mantha. I'm emotionally compromised.
I
I need you
Mm.
in your level-headedness to tell me what the right thing to do is, because I am not going to ruin another little girl's birthday party.
I pause.
Come on. That's like not the weirdest thing I've revealed today.
Well, as much as we love Mary, and as much as this birthday would mean to her,
I
I
feel like
think-
she'd understand.
I think as a Sasquatch, I
I
don't.
grab Mantha's face again.
Hang on.
What if we brought him? Okay.
Hang on.
I let go of her face.
I don't think baby Jezebel is going to have very many birthday parties due to her being a Sasquatch.
Why? She's young. She's spry. She's doing push-ups right now.
No, not like that. I mean, it's not going to be very often where Phil is going to be able to help celebrate her birthday this way, you know?
Because of the economy.
Fucking. This is why I hate you.
Oh, you love me. We've had an adventure today. We're having a bonding session. We're gonna view each other differently after this.
Why don't we invite Jezebel and Bigfoot to TGI Thursdays and we can have like a joint party?
See, that's like what I was going to suggest, but the other way around. I was going to say, let's go get all the other old ladies and bring them to the woods.
Do you fucking think they're gonna be able to march through the woods?
We did it. Look at us. You're like a bajillion.
We're built different, okay? They're built out of spare parts.
Okay, well, okay, so now we have to convince Phil and Jezebel, which, by the way, great fucking name. Can I just say?
I'm gonna kill you.
Quick as hell.
It's going to happen.
I welcome it. Bring it on. I lost 5. I killed a cop today. Okay, no. So we have to convince Phil and Jezebel to come to TGI Thursdays and also tell Mary everything. And to be fair, Mary's so sweet. She'll
Mary would
probably let
love
it
it.
happen.
She'd love to go
love
to the
this.
Sasquatch birthday.
Wait. Is bringing Sasquatch into public the safest thing? I mean, that person that I whacked with a rock wanted to kill him.
That is a good point. Does
We
Mary
have
have a
phones?
phone?
Yes, to say. How hip is Mary?
Mary has one of those. Remember those infomercials for the flip phones with the really big numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those.
Great.
She has one of
Awesome.
those.
Do we have
I
a
would have
phone?
an
I had
iPhone.
nothing in my pocket. You would have an iPhone? Okay, yeah. You make.
I was gonna say, yeah, Mantha definitely has a phone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I
I
absolutely
don't.
do. I'm hep to the jive. I have Angry Birds on my phone.
That's right. I don't have a cell phone. I don't trust the government listening to me.
So I would get Mary. I would call her.
She picks up the phone. She's like, "Hello, who
Hi.
is this?"
Hi, Mary. It's Mantha. Funny story. We did find your birthday presents,
Oh, dearies, I told you that wasn't necessary.
but
It was.
there's kind of a second half to this story. Bigfoot has the cutest little daughter, and the reason he took the birthday presents is so that he could throw her a birthday party. So I was wondering, would you like to come to a super soft Sasquatch birthday party?
How would I get there, dearie? Like,
I
where
grabbed the
are
phone.
you?
Mary, we stole a Corvette. We'll bring it to you.
We're back at the home, dearie. Are you gonna
Oh, even-
spring us?
Even easy. Yeah. Honestly, might be the easiest thing we do today. Compared to everything else I've dealt with, getting you out of the home, away from 2 Gen Z kids who can't seem to get their shit together to use a phone properly, I think that would be the least challenging thing.
She's got a point, you
Oh.
know.
All right. I am always up for a little bit of adventure. This is the most exciting birthday party I've had since Eisenhower was president.
Hell yeah.
Mary, you're so hot. All right, we'll be there soon. I hand the phone back to Mantha and I go, get the Corvette.
I marched through the woods to get the Corvette.
I'll stay here with Phil and Jezebel so they don't think we ditched them.
That's a great idea. Oh.
All right. So, for the sake
This is my
of
favorite game I've
brevity-
ever played. This is, yeah, please.
For the sake of
Now that we're
brevity,
closing in on midnight Eastern time.
Hell yeah.
how are you getting Mary out of the home when you get there?
Well, are the Gen Zers
Wait,
just
Jenny, I have an idea. Jenny, I have an idea.
What's your plan?
Can we bring Jezebel and pretend she's Mary's niece or like granddaughter or something?
Wait, baby Jezebel?
Yeah.
The Sasquatch. Okay, oh my god, fuck it, whatever. I'm
What
down.
do they look up?
What do we
Would I
have
know
to
the
lose?
name of like one of Mary's, I'm assuming, great grandchildren?
Yes. She has a great. Are you going with granddaughter?
Yes.
Okay. She has
She's
a
clearly
great,
a lady.
a great granddaughter named Aspen.
Aspen.
Hmm.
Okay. A pretentious grandkid naming his kid after a snow slope. All right. So I pulled Jezebel aside and I explained the situation. And I go, now remember, we're in the Corvette. We've pulled in front of the thing. I'm just prepping her. And like, your name is Aspen. And you're here for your Grandma Mary. Can you say Grandma Mary?
She looks at you confused and she's like, Aspen? No, Jezebel.
Right, but
Oh,
for the
no.
next little bit, you're Aspen.
Aspen.
Yes, for now.
After
Little
you're
bit.
done, you go back to being Jezebel.
I might need to brainwash her again after this, but we'll fix that when we get to it.
As you get out of the car, she's just going, Aspen.
Oh,
She's
we're
so
halfway there.
confused and so adorable.
I put one of my old shirts from 1969 back on, so I'm not walking into the old folks' home topless.
It wouldn't be the first time though.
Yeah, but they put me in that room for a week when I did it last time.
Goddamn.
You walk in, it's Saturday, there's nobody even working the front desk.
Oh,
you
good,
just walk right in. You know where you're going.
This
You
is
get up to the
stupid.
second floor where you all are residents of, and you see that everybody's down in like the community room at the end of the hall. And everybody just seems to be walking around playing checkers. You see like little people talking and stuff like that. Laura and Danny are in there right now, but they're not actually paying attention to the residents. They're
course
on
not.
their phones playing games or something.
As they do. They're playing Angry
Playing
Birds.
Bejeweled.
Yeah.
I just start whispering, Mary,
Hmm.
Psst, Mary,
Oh wait,
Mary.
Mary, not Mantha. Damn it.
no, you old bat.
That was a genuine old woman moment on my end.
No. Jenny
You
aged
see-
50 years.
Help.
You see Mary's like, she's sitting in this rocker, and it's like the nicest chair in the room, but like everybody knows that's Mary's chair. Like nobody else is
Queen.
allowed to sit there.
Legend.
Yeah. And she's still wearing this like paper birthday crown that they put on her at her birthday party. You're not even sure she knows it's there. But like she looks up and she sees you, and you see this like, and she looks around, and you see Mary stand up, and she starts sneakily walking towards you.
This is funny, old lady.
I feel like you should roll for this, but I think
Yeah.
Mary should roll for this.
Ooh, what's
Why
Mary's
don't
number?
I was gonna say, why don't you guys tell me what number do you think Mary would have?
I think she
Right
would
in
just
the
have
middle.
like a 4, right?
Yeah, solid 4.
A solid 4. All right.
50% chance.
Sh-
Oh, reckless
Let's
past,
see.
but currently very chill. Yeah.
She's rolling. Let's see. I shit you not. I just rolled a 4.
Amazing.
On
Leah, you can ask yourself a
Mary's
question.
birthday.
Happy
I get
birthday,
to ask-
Mary.
Happy
Happy birthday, Mary, in the chat.
Happy birthday in the chat. I will give you both a question because Mary is an NPC.
Oh,
What
you don't
would
want to ask
like it?
yourself a question, Leah? You don't
I will
want
ask
to
myself a question.
Hell yeah.
Jenny, you go first.
Oh fuck. Way to put me on the fucking spot.
Yeah.
I would be paying attention to the Gen Zers. Do they notice anything is happening as Mary is leaving?
With that 4, I'm gonna say no.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
They at one point Laura looks up and says, Mary, where are you going? And Mary's like, I just have to go to my room to get my little disposable camera. I want to take pictures with everybody to make sure that I can remember this moment.
Mary, God
And
bless you.
Mary doesn't even, I mean, Laura doesn't even look up anymore. She's just like, whatever. and goes
Zoned
back
out
to her phone.
halfway through.
yeah.
She is on TikTok. She is gone.
Yep. And Mary eventually gets to you and she's like, I thought you bitches were going to abandon me. It took you a while to get here.
Well, she drives like a grandmother.
Hey, I am a grandmother.
I know. You bring it up every fucking day. For my question, is Edna here?
Edna is here.
Fucking
You see
Edna.
Edna
Cool.
and Dolores are sitting like in their little clique. There's some other little old ladies kind of milling about around them too in their general orbit.
Can I return Edna's birthday present to her?
Are you
Just
gonna
like,
walk into the room and just hand it to her?
Well, in true Jezebel fashion, I was thinking more of a chuck it ahead situation.
That's what I was
Oh,
gonna
you
say.
could,
Just like
or
throw
you
it at her
could, you
fucking
could
head.
also, you could, or
Or-
you could even leave it in her room. She'll discover it later.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And just the words "fuck you" written on top of it.
Put
Perfect.
Mary's actual size on the label.
Fuck you, I'm a medium, not a petite.
Mary's like, what is that? Is that one of my presents?
Edna
wouldn't-
got you a shitty shirt that was 3 sizes too small for you, Mary.
Oh my god, doesn't she know I have large tatas?
I've been saying. That's like one of the 3 big things about you.
Yeah, it's, you know, boobs,
Yeah.
butts, and brains. That's what I'm known for.
Fucking
I'm
love you,
going
Mary.
to explode.
I'm going to explode. Anyway, Mary, we have a Corvette.
A Corvette? I haven't ridden in a Corvette in 70 years.
Amazing.
That's a
Back
long
when they were
time.
invented.
All right, you said something about Bigfoot. Who is
yes.
this charming young person with you?
This is Jezebel.
No, you're just. I may be old, but I am not
No,
senile.
No, her name is also Jezebel. It's a funny story.
I listen, back in 1916, and I explained the whole thing on the way to the forest.
Perfect. And you get back there. You get to Bigfoot's shack. Mary is pretty chill about all of this. It may be the medication she's on, or maybe Mary is just down with a lot of stuff you didn't know. But either
Maybe I
way,
gave her a mushroom. Who knows?
Who knows?
yeah.
Yeah, try this. It'll be funny.
You try Bigfoot's cake. It is not good. And eventually it comes time to open presents.
Aw.
So Mary says,
Fantastic.
I'll share my presents with young Jezebel,
Aw.
but maybe we can open them together.
Yeah. I'm just like, I've gotten a second piece of cake for some reason, and I'm like, maybe it's just because I was high last time. Maybe the second time's a charm.
It is worse the second time.
It is absolutely worse the second.
Oh, that's not mud. That is not mud.
No. There's like chunks in this one. You're not really sure what they are, but they're a little like gelatinous.
Oh.
Not
Phil,
good.
Phil, is that? Are these pillbox?
You're about done, yes.
Yes. The roly polies. Roly polies. But eventually Mary opens your presents. What did you get her for her birthday?
Well, in true Mantha fashion, really it was a present for herself that she wasn't using anymore.
Oh my god.
So she gave
Fuck you.
she gave Mary an iPad that only has Angry Birds on it.
I whacked my microphone. I was so upset by that.
Mary's like, oh, this is lovely. I think this can go to young Jezebel. She'll like playing this Angry Birds game.
I think
Thank
so too.
you very much, Mantha.
Of course.
And from you, Jezebel.
I hand her the black bag, and she pulls out a black T-shirt, and on the front of it, it has her face stitched on it, and in like circle text, like above and under, it says "Mary," insert last name here, and then World Tour, like 100-year anniversary, and on the back, it's all the cities she's lived in throughout her life.
Oh, that's so cute.
I made it myself. I used to make the T-shirts for let's see, for Kiss, for Led Zeppelin, for AC/DC for a little bit. Linkin Park asked me to, but I kept spelling Lincoln wrong, and then I went back to AC/DC. I was just making shirts for a while.
You see her start to tear up. This is the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me, Jezebel.
And check this out: you can wear it without a bra.
That's good, because I'm not wearing one now. And she starts to take her top off.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
And she puts the other shirt on. She says, yeah, do you think we could do that thing where you cut the side and then you make the little ties and it looks all cool and
way ahead of you. I pick up like a sharp rock from the ground. Like, boy, can we?
Oh.
So you do some wardrobe alterations. Mary's looking super fly. You party with the big feet and Mary. Eventually, are you all going back to Evanescent Acres? Are you staying with Bigfoot? What is next for Mantha and Jezebel?
I look at Mantha and I go, "You could not pay me any amount of money to go back in that home."
I just kind of think about it for a long time, and I just kind of shake my head, and this is the most fun I've had in probably my whole life.
I believe that.
I kind of just want to stick around here and see what happens because I don't want to just spend my life rotting in a home. My family has my number. If they want to find me, fuck them. They can come to the woods.
I look at Phil. Do you have an outlet for her phone charger?
Outlet.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Just, I'm just like looking around the cabin. It looks like there's electricity, yeah.
Sure.
It looks like maybe there was at one point in time, possibly. You could probably figure something out, man.
Yeah,
with enough time and
We can make power at some point, kind of hook up a phone line to it. Whatever. We're gonna modernize Bigfoot.
Listen, we'll call my buddy from Metallica. He knows something about riding the lightning or whatever. He'll hook us up.
all right.
So yeah,
and
we now live in the woods with Bigfoot.
Hell yeah.
And that's where we're leaving it with 3 little old ladies because Mary's not going back to that home either.
Hell yeah.
Living in the woods with Bigfoot and Bigfoot's daughter.
Oh.
I give it 2 weeks until Jezebel starts really hitting on Mary.
And I'm just the awkward third wheel in this Bigfoot polycule.
I keep being like, "You can join the polycule. What are you else gonna do?" And you're like, "No, not
No,
my
I
have
wouldn't
kids.
want to impose. You can have your Bigfoot marriage.
I don't want to be a bird." Leah, thank you so much for running. Okay, here we go. Oh, dang. Bigfoot stole my car with my friend's birthday present inside. What an absolute fucking ride this was. Leah, you couldn't have picked a better guest GM for today. The third ever GM in Game Master Monday history. Where can people see more of you?
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun. I am also the DM over for Slay the Stars. You can find us at slaythestars.com. We're a 5e podcast, but like an audio drama, let's be real. If you like cosmic fantasy and decry a lot, like come on over, give us a listen everywhere you listen to podcasts. You can find us on Twitter at Slay the Stars and on Instagram at SlayTheStars_podcast.
Thank you so much. You know, Jenny and I were over here at Game Master Monday, but Jenny, why don't you do a self-promo plug for your shit?
Absolutely. You can find me over on YouTube under the username DatKooby. That's DATKOOBY. I make Mario Paint videos and remixes and covers of classic video game tunes, modern stuff. I try to upload a video once every month, so be on the lookout for new music from me. But yeah, that's where you can find me. I'm also on Twitter, Tumblr, any social media. If you just look up DatKooby, you'll probably find me somewhere.
Yeah. And if you want to see more of Game Master Monday, if for some reason this is your first encounter with us ever, hey, we're on Twitter at Game Master Mun. We're on Instagram and Threads at Game Master Monday. And we're available at any podcast site that you could possibly think of. I checked. Again, Leah, thank you so much for joining us. Chat, I would expect one last happy birthday as we get out of here. But once again, thank you all so much for playing. Toodles!
Toodles, everybody.
Bye.